Hello, everyone. My name is Yongkang. So today, I'm very happy to share with you how to step by step to build and protect the ACK cluster on Alibaba Cloud, all done by the API. My name is Yongkang. I'm the lead cloud native SE custom by Vim to supporting the Asia Pacific region. I'm 27 times multi-cloud certified. So let's get started. There is a little bit preparation tasks here. So first of all, you need to have a Alibaba Cloud account with enough access permissions. Secondly, all you need is a web browser. And you need to have kubectl CLI installed locally. Okay, so as I said, everything will be done by the API. Obviously, can be automated, can be fully automated. You just run one command to build everything. But what I'm going to do is I want to show you step by step how to create an ACK cluster by the API, by the open API. And then how to install backup software, Kasten K10, also via the command line. Basically, that's by the API. And followed by deploy a Postgresql database by the Helm chart. And also configure update the storage location. That's for the backup location. And how to create a backup policy by the command line. How to run on-demand backup jobs from the command line. Okay, let me log into the console. Actually, let me first of all log into my VS Code, Visual Studio Code. I need to copy the whole line here and log into the web browser. I just paste the whole line here. That's the API calls. So if I haven't logged in, you need to log on to Alibaba Cloud first. So I'm going to sign in now, and then it will come back to the screen here. So I got the cluster name, region ID, everything is pre-created. So it's part of it's all done from the params here, from the web browser, like your cluster name, your regional ID, your cluster type, VPC ID, etc. All I need to do is just click initiate call. So once I initiated the call, what's going to happen is we're going to make an API call to Alibaba Cloud to create the ACK cluster. For those of you who are not aware, ACK, that's Alibaba Cloud Container Services for Kubernetes. So right now you can see the response code 202, it's accepted. And if I want to verify, you can log into Alibaba Cloud Console, cs.console.aliyun.com. And from here, you can see right now we're building the cluster. This step, it does take about 10 minutes. Let's wait and see. Okay, as you can see, now the cluster is up running. And let me come back to the VS Code. I just run a couple of lines so we can get access from the command line to the Kubernetes cluster. So I wanted to run a few environment settings. I can show you later. And my prefix. So basically, when I create the, I will use my prefix. That's my name as a bucket name. Okay, this line, Aliyun, actually, I forgot to mention, Aliyun CLI also need to be installed. So with this command, I'm going to retrieve the Kubernetes configuration files, and then I will export the kubeconfig. So with this, I can access the Kubernetes via the command line. Looks like there is a little bit error. Hold on one second. Let me see. Where is the error message. Let me verify the configurations. kubectl configure get context wasn't created yet. Let me have a look. I'm gonna pause here. Okay, let's continue. What I realized is, so by default, actually, when you run the run cs command to get the kubeconfig file, it is in the JSON format. So we need to convert the JSON format to YAML file. So that's why I was using the JQ. But for JQ to work, to transfer, to convert from JSON to YAML, you need to have the YAMLify 2 file created. So you need to create a file from your home directory .jq and including these settings here. So I just recreated the file. So now it should be all right. So I want to rerun it again. So JQ to convert the configuration file to YAML file. And now I change the permission to read only. And now I'm going to export the configuration file. Now if I do kubectl configure get context, I should be able to see the cannot find. I'm gonna need to rerun this again. So hold on a second. Okay, let me check it again. So kubectl configure. So configure file not found. Where is my configure file? Kube configure, it is here. So home, oh, actually my mistake. Yeah, my home directory is not a K8s, it is a K10. Okay, I fixed this, I export that. And now I should be able to kubectl configure get context users. Oh, sorry, yeah, the folder wasn't correct. So let me copy the folder here. So this is a correct folder. I'm going to copy up to here. Okay, now it should be all good. So if I run kubectl configure get context, I should be able to see that's the Ali Cloud configuration. If I do kubectl get node, you should be able to see the node. So for the testing, I only have one single node. It was created in Singapore region, AP Southeast 1. It's running 1.20.4 version, ROSA. Yeah, now we should be able to proceed to the next step. To install Kasten K10, you just create a new namespace, Kasten-IO. And then I need to annotate the storage class. If you want to verify, here are my storage class, get SC. So I'm going to use the ESSD storage class. So I will annotate this storage class as default storage class. And now we're ready to do the installation. You just run the helm install command. So we will install Kasten K10 software. So it only take, probably 20 or maybe more seconds. And once this step done, so the installation is finished, I'm going to set the default namespace to Kasten-IO. Now I can create a volume snapshot class. That is required. If you are going to run the volume snapshot, you need to create a volume snapshot class using the driver, which is Alibaba Cloud disk plugin. I created the volume class, volume snapshot class. And now I can deploy a sample database. So before I deploy that, create a namespace called Postgresql. I already have the Helm repo installed. So it says it already exists. So now I can Helm install the Postgresql database. So again, the installation only take about a few seconds. So now Postgresql database also installed. So what I can do is I need to retrieve the cluster token code for access the web console. So I can run this to output my cluster ID to a ali-token file. And I also need to create a object storage location secrets. So I'm going to use Google Cloud Storage here. kubectl create a secret. I will create a secret, and later on I will use the secret. So now I need to wait for Kasten the jobs up running. So I run this wait command to wait the jobs pods up running. So it might take 1 minute or two. Okay, the jobs is up running now. Now I can extract the K10 web UI, and I will follow by get the token code, a couple pieces of line here. I want to copy up to here. So I will extract the token code. And now I also need to wait the catalog pods or containers up running. It's already running. So now I can move to next step to create a Google Cloud Storage profile. So this is a object storage profile. It can be configured as a Alibaba Cloud object storage. So I will configure that later. Yeah. Now I can create a backup policy. Basically, it's a YAML file. You configure the policy by the YAML file. So I configure the policy here. Up here, I will run this to create the policy. The backup policy has been created. Before I actually kick off the job, I might need to wait a few more seconds. And now I will run this command to kick off my initial backup jobs. So kick off my initial backup jobs. Now I'm going to show you how to access the web console. You just cat the Ali Cloud, Ali-token. So now you got the token code here. You copy, double click, copy the token code before you click the link to access Kasten K10 web UI. So now I click the link. So it will take me to Kasten K10 web console. So from here, paste the token code, click sign in. Most time sign in, you will be asked your company name, your email address, click accept. Now you can see I got a fully running environment. So not only I deployed, so just to recap, not only I deployed, I created the Alibaba Cloud ACK Cluster. I also installed Kasten K10 software. I also configured a backup policy. And plus, I also kicked off on-demand backup jobs. Now it is running. And in the meantime, I also created the object storage location. So not only in terms of the backup job, not only we're going to take a snapshot of your application. So the application can be found from the application tab. So if I click the applications, you can see I've got a Postgresql database, which I just created moments ago. And right now I already have 1 restore points because the job already completed the snapshot. The snapshot already taken from the container storage, but the job hasn't been successfully moved to the object storage yet. That's why if I go back to check the job details, you can see I got 1 job is already completed successfully. We take a snapshot of your Kubernetes configurations. We take a snapshot of your application components, and also we take a snapshot of your persistent volume claims. So all of these, if I click the job details, you can see on the right-hand side, you can see all of the Kubernetes resources configurations captured here. You got all your names, by the secrets, config maps, services, persistent volume claims, service account, storage class, everything captured here. So with that, visibility when it comes to a restore will allow you to granularly restore individual resources. So while we're waiting for the export job to finish, I can quickly to show you how to restore a database to a new namespace. Let's say I got two applications here. Right now, one is default namespace, one is Postgresql database. If I want to restore, I just click restore point. Right now, I've got one restore points. I click restore. I got options to choose to do in-place restore. If I don't do any selection, just click restore. We will do in-place restore. I might want to restore to a new namespace. I choose a name, say Postgresql new, create new namespace. Before I click the restore, I want to show you the visibility, granular recovery capabilities. So you can see here, you can deselect all. If I just want to restore configure maps, it's possible. Maybe somebody delete the secrets. I can, just select the secrets to the restore. Maybe service account. So for now, I want to just reselect everything to do the restore, everything to a new namespace called Postgresql new. So I click restore. So now you can monitor from the dashboard. So while we're restoring, so you can see the backup job already completed successfully. And now the restore job is kicked off. So you can also monitor the progress from a command line. If I want to do kubectl get namespace, you can see the new namespace created 51 seconds ago. If I monitor the port status of the new namespace, and you can watch the status. So right now it is creating containers and it's almost running. So it only took like 20, 30 seconds. The Postgresql database has been successfully restored to a new namespace. It only took 32 seconds. So now if I come back to the dashboard, you can see the restore job also completed successfully. So after the restore job finished successfully, you can see from the UI, you got 3 applications. Why 3? Because I got new database restored. It's called Postgresql new. You got a new database here. You also need a backup. I created policy. And you got options. You can choose your backup frequency. So minimum here, you can see hourly, but you can also do daily, weekly. And if I show advanced options, you can choose every 5 minutes to do the snapshot. And you can customize the snapshot retentions. And most likely, you might prefer to copy the snapshot to the object store. If I enable backup via snapshot exports, after the backup job is finished, we will copy the snapshot to the object storage. So that's how we make it simple to complete a backup from any database applications running from a Kubernetes cluster. There are some other advanced settings. I'm not going to talk all of these individually, but just to highlight how to select the application. You can select the individual namespace, or you can select it by label. As long as it matches this label, even the future created database will be automatically protected using this policy. Before I create the policy, I'm just showing you. If you want to create the policy, I'm actually showing you earlier. If you want to create the policy from a command line via the API calls, you click the YAML file. You copy paste the YAML file to a file, and then you kubectl apply this YAML file. We will create the backup policy for you. So for now, I just go ahead, create the policy. Instead of waiting for next scheduled job, you can run once immediately to run the backup jobs. So you can see I kicked off the job. I go back to the dashboard, you can see the job already kicked off. So I guess that's all I want to cover for now. There are some advanced features from our Kasten K10. So things like allow you to move the application or database from one cluster to the other, could be from one cloud to the other cloud, or could be on-premise to cloud, or cloud back to on-premise. All of these situations are supported. So I'm going to leave the job running for now, and I will come back to the slide deck to show you where are the additional resources. So just to highlight, this is what we did. So we already configured all of these and created a ACK cluster via API, installed backup software, deploys sample database, create object storage location, create a backup policy, and run on-demand backup jobs. I also showed you how to restart your new namespace, how to do the granular individual resource restore. So here is a couple of references. The first one is Kubernetes loading. Everybody is moving to Kubernetes. So are you ready? So thanks to Kasten. Kasten just introduced the loading website. It's not just about the Kasten software itself. There is some basic training about the Kubernetes concept, how to build a Kubernetes cluster, how to run applications from a Kubernetes, how to run the backup for the Kubernetes, and also Alibaba Cloud Container service for Kubernetes. There is a help documentations. And if you want to know more about Kasten K10, there is a documentation page included here as well. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to cover for now. Yeah, thank you very much for your time, and I hope it is useful to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.